Explain let in JavaScript. In JavaScript, let is a keyword used to declare variables with block level scope. It was introduced in ECMS script 6 to provide a more predictable and flexible way of declaring variables compared to the older where keyword. Here's detailed explanation how let works and its features. Key features of let in JavaScript. First, block scope. Variable declared with let are scoped to the block in which they are declared, such as loops, conditional, or functions. Second, this is the different form where, which is function scope, that is visible throughout the function where it is declared regardless of block boundaries. Example, in this example, X is only accessible inside the if block and trying to access it outside the block results in an error. Hoisting. Second, variables declared with let are hoisted to the top of their block but not initialized. This means that accessing the variable before its declaration result in a reference error due to the temporal dead zone. In the temporal dead zone, the variable is hosted but remains uninitialized until the execution reaches the line of declaration. Example 3. Reassignment. Variable declared with let can be reassigned to new values after they are declared. Example 4. Mm, No redeclaration in the same scope. No declare 4 number. No redeclaration in the same scope. Unlike where which allows redeclaring the same variable in the same scope, let does not allow redeclaration of a variable within the same block or scope. Trying to redeclare a variable declared with let will result in a syntax error. Example 5. Block level scoping in loops. One of the key use cases for let is when using variables inside loops. Unlike where, which is function scope and can cause unexpected behavior in loops, let provides block scoping, which means a new variable is created for each iteration of the loop. Example, in contrast, using where would lead to all timeouts logging the same value after the loop ends. Since where is a function scope, the variable I is shared across all iterations. Global scope. If you declare a let variable outside of any function, it has a global scope, global block scope. It will not be attached to the window object in the browser, unlike where. Example 7. Cannot be reassigned in strict mode. Let cannot be used to declare variables with the same name in a given scope in strict mode. Comparison between let, where, and const. Scope. First, let has a block scope, where is a function scope or global scope, const is a block scope. Hoisting. In let, it is hosted but uninitialized. Where is hoisted and initialized to undefined. In const, hoisted but uninitialized. Reassignment. Let can be reassigned, where can be reassigned, const cannot be reassigned. Redeclaration. Let cannot redeclare in the same scope. Where can be redeclared. Const cannot be redeclared in the same scope. Use case. Let preferred for variables with block scope. Where older generally avoided now. Const used for variables that should not be changed. Example of let. In this example, the counter inside the if block is completely different variable from the one declared outside because late is a block scope. Summary: late is used for redeclaring variables with block level scope, meaning they are only accessible within the block they are declared in. It is hoisting it has a hoisting behavior, but the variables remains uninitialized in the temporal date zone until its declaration is executed. Variable declared with let can be reassigned but cannot be redeclared within the same scope. Let is generally preferred over var in modern JavaScript due to its clearer scoping rules and more predictable behavior. Thanks for watching.